Morning, Barbados, good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Bring back the old time days. Ah, yes, the old time days. And I sing that song because BARP,
You were really singing?
Barbados Association of Retired Persons, wants us wants us to be appreciated more, and so they're mounting an Elders Appreciation Day Fair, and it's this Saturday at Terracott. And here to talk about it this morning is Janelle Walcott, who's the events coordinator. Good morning, Janelle. How are you?
Good morning.
And what a young body like you doing talking about old time days?
Because BARP is hosting this particular event so that they can bridge the gap between the older generation and the younger generation. And this year's theme is Celebrate the Old and Welcome the New.
Well, so what would you walk about with the fawns, an old fella, decrepit old fella?
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I'm saying?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
That Alphonzo, he called you
He
decrepit.
doesn't know any better. You know, he doesn't know any better. He just wanted to know one.
No, fawns.
Yes, fawns.
Listen. You still using the Sega and all the
Of
old
course,
parts and thing?
of course, I still use Sega. I still use linseed, all that. I do not use blue pills. I don't use the blue pills. I use CMOS, all those kinds of old-fashioned things.
Old-fashioned. You still got your big bottle in your back pocket?
I still got a whole lot of things. And I want to say good morning to you, Miss Kimberley Skeete. It's a pleasure to be here with you.
It's a pleasure meeting you too.
I
What you bring
cannot
for
say the
me?
same thing to your partner. But yes, Red, you know, we are here, Elders Appreciation Day coming up this Saturday. It will be an auspicious occasion, you know, as Miss Walcott was just saying. You know, and I have got some utensils.
And you're losing the memory, forgetful already. You got old people disease.
You know, she's Miss Walcott. She's Miss Walcott.
Well, I know she's Miss Walcott.
Right, so I've got some demonstrations here. So you'll be seeing some things on display like this here. So
Miss Walcott, what's that?
That's a juking board.
Oh, you know.
Of course.
You know what this is, Miss Skeete?
Oh yes, indeed.
So let me ask you
I
the
know
question.
very well about joking board.
Alphonso, when you use the joking board, with what kind of salt?
You use it with blue soap.
Oh,
Blue
right.
soap. I know my thing, you know. I know my stuff.
And then you put the starch and thing, but where you put the thing, you rub it on the joking
You
board.
just rub it there, you put the clothes on, you get to be intimately involved in the washing of the clothes.
But you ahead on the starch though. There's two processes with this joking board. This joking board, especially when you're doing your whites and you have your blue soap, you're supposed to put it in a bag or stretch it out on top the grass, let the sun on a rock, let the sun hit it so that it comes out nice and white to the point that
you seem to know something.
my grandmother teach me all that I need to.
I'm impressed.
Still 16.
And there's got a lot of people there wondering where the electrical cord is. This is no electrical cord. This is what you call a green washing machine. It does not use electricity.
A green washing machine.
The green washing machine, joking board, that's one of the things. And then after you wash your clothes, you need to press them. Look, this is where you got to do it. Remember this, right?
You remember
Just press it. You put it on the stove and you press it like that there. Notice there is no electrical connection extending down from said device. This is what you call a green iron.
A green iron.
And it's not primarily used to keep the door ajar, okay?
No, it's not for the door. You don't use it to hit people with no. You know, but it is good protection too. You know, somebody come to your house.
How did this operate in the old time days?
Well, you just, as you say, just put it on the stove.
And then you had a little damp cloth that, you know, so you could get the sun off.
Exactly. And
It's fairly heavy though.
yeah, yes, it is. And because we've moved to Terracott, it means then that we have even an old chattel house which will be on display, and free tours will be done of the historic Grantley Adams house, as well as this chattel house which has in all these utensils and many more. So there are a lot of things which you don't see. A monkey.
I hope.
You don't speak about the gentleman like that.
It's not that kind of monkey.
Oh, okay.
You know, this is a monkey here where you keep the things cool. You know.
You got more in that for me?
Yeah, it got some Marby in it. Because if you want something, you want something harder, you got something too. It keeps your drinks cool and all that. Notice there is no electrical connection again. This is what you call like a green fridge. So you just put your drink in it. It works in the daytime and it also works at night. You know, and people are talking about electricity bill and saving money from the barrel every day, or going up costing more money. This is what Barbados needs to go back to, which is why BARP is having Elders Appreciation Day to invite the young people. That's when they got bridging the gap. So the The young people can come out and she practice for
I actually would like a glass of Mobby out of this now.
Yeah,
Seriously.
It keeps it nice and
Nice
cool.
and
Like
cool.
74 degrees outside.
And the thing about it, right, is that you do not get no electricity bill from these things. The only bill you will get by your house is if a man named Bill come and visit you. That's the only bill. Right, so elders appreciation. Have we got entertainment too? Tell me about the entertainment.
Of course, we have a mixture of entertainment. We have Griner,
Yes,
he'll be
Griner.
there, Adonijah, and we also have the Junior Monarch winners, because the idea is to include all the performers and then as well some of the younger performers. Ready Panners, Steel Pan, they will also be there, and we'll have some comedy as well and lots of food.
But wait a minute. How you can got an elders appreciation day and you ain't got no service, a song, you know, a door stall, door
We have all sorts of things happening. The entertainment arts throughout the day, Doug. Or you need to come. That's what you need to do.
I will be there.
You need to be there.
Let's sign.
You know?
Let's sign. You and Maisie still up in your house up in
Hey,
there?
listen, don't break my business for the people TV. Otherwise, I'm going to break yours.
I just
You'll be more trouble than me.
Let me ask you something. What does do to keep the ass out your larder?
Then that's something that is that will be revealed on the day, the 29th of September at Turbo Heritage Court, Turbo Court. And also we are being sponsored by Knights Health Advantage, OCBL, the Insurance Corporation of Barbados, and also with Biscore too, so you need to come out. These items, by the way, are compliments of Jean Springer, who is the chairperson of the said BARP committee, and I want to say good morning to all the BARP people and all my Facebook friends.
Facebook?
You know. Yes.
BARP on Facebook?
Alphonso, exactly where did you learn to use the computer?
As long as I trying to reach for my back card, but I got arthritis.
No, you're gonna walk with backyard all the time and get discounts and over.
Plenty discounts, plenty discounts.
By the way, tell them the price for this year because you
It's
think
just
it's $10 or $20.
Remember days when you could pay $2 to go to an event?
An old-fashioned price.
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned
And
price.
this event begins at 11 a.m. and runs from 6 until 6 p.m.
Let me ask you. You know about itty bitty? Itty bitty. Shut up your lap.
That one you've caught me on. I have no idea.
That was the
I see
topic
them playing old-fashioned games, so you know what I mean.
that was the topic of the day a couple weeks ago.
Chinese
They
skip
got worry.
and worry.
Addison Ford will be teaching you worry. You know how to play worry. I would like to invite the young people of Barbados to come off the Xboxes and the PS2s and the trees that got Barbados getting so violent and come out and learn to play some hopscotch. Right? Yeah, that's where it's them games that got the young people brain.
Well, you see marbles.
You know, but these kind of old-fashioned
marbles
games.
to-
Chinese
see
skip.
marbles to play?
Pitching marbles.
Wow.
I agree with the headmaster of Alexander School. Pitch marbles. We will be pitching marbles. All sorts of old-time games we will be having at Elders Appreciation Day.
You can be playing house?
I don't know that does. I don't know where you're going with that here. There are two ladies present.
I ain't going away. I'm going to the BARP Elders Appreciation Day.
Elders Appreciation
on the
Day.
29th at Turtle Court.
Starting at 11 o'clock.
Ready, old people can meet the young people?
Yes,
Yes.
of course.
I just want to know what's Alphonso's trade secret. How you keep him so young?
You know how it is. You know, it's the missus. You know, when you got the right missus, she keeps you looking young. That's precious.
We're happy that you didn't miss out on that opportunity
You
with
can
her.
look, but you can't touch.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's Morning Barbados for this Wednesday, the 26th day of September 2012. Thank you, Beat, for being a part of our morning. I'm Doug Hoyte, folks.
See you tomorrow, bright and early.